Hi guys, I'm back. So for today's video, I am actually going to show you the progress of my No Pen Left Behind challenge. So what is this about is you actually roll in your eyeshadow palettes, and you have to use each of those eyeshadows at least one time, and then after that you can roll out the palette. So how I do this challenge is I randomly pick one palette, and then I will hand pick another palette. Usually it's a new palette that I purchased this year or maybe previous years, which I have not yet used. And then all of the eyeshadow palettes that I'm currently working on my pen, those eyeshadows, I'm also gonna roll them in for the month. So yeah, those are the rules. I hope you just understood what I was trying to say, you guys, and I hope it's clear. This is gonna be like a lengthy video, so I'm just gonna start showing you guys the progress now. I'm not gonna blabber too much. So if you noticed, I am currently not using my microphone because I haven't charged my microphone, so I hope my you can hear my voice. My voice in real life is a little like childlike, like a little small, and so yeah, I hope you hear what I'm trying to say, and if not, I'm gonna try to jack up the volume of the videos, the clips. Okay guys, so the first one I'm going to show you guys is the one that was randomly picked by the random generator app. So this is the Vice Keri Boom palette. This is the color story. So Vice Cosmetics is a Filipino brand. It's a local brand, and you can no longer get this palette, but this is, I think, in collaboration with Powerpuff Girls. So like the green one is like representing Buttercup. I don't know about the blue one. Maybe Mojo. No, Mojo Jojo is blue and purple. I don't know, but yeah, the color story is supposed to be resembles one of the characters from that cartoon. And by the way, you guys, I'm actually doing some sort of a tracking system using a graphic notebook. So each palette I have drawn this some sort of a I color coded the squares, and then in this side I have actually noted down how many times I used each eyeshadow, so it's easy for me to track. So yep, then this palette. So this palette, I haven't done any videos using this one because, as I have said, October was really chaotic and really busy, and yeah, so it is what it is. But I used each shadow one time. So all of these I used each shadow one time. This palette is okay. It's nothing spectacular, and the mattes are really pigmented. The shimmers are pretty. They are pretty. They are not really glimmery or really metallic. They are just your regular shimmers. But yeah, I like this palette. And then the next one is the one that I handpicked, which is the ZZ Purple Plate palette. I'm pretty much sure you have already seen these on my previous video and on my most popular video, which is swatching this eyeshadow. But I have recently did an updated video showing you like close-ups and layering of the shimmer. So if you're interested, I will put it on the end card, and if I forget about that, just scroll my feed and you will see that next to this video. This eyeshadow, I've used this one time. This pale lavender, I've used this one time, and then there's like a white with a pink shift. This one is a more of a glittery topper. I've used this 6 times, but I've hit pan this after using it 5 times, so total 6 times of usage, and it's a bonus pan. And then in the next row, this one, it's like a pinky mauve matte shadow. I've used this 2 times. And then this one, this is a gold with a purple shift. That's a purple base, but the shadow itself appears to be gold. This one, I've used this 4 times. And then this matte, like a purple, burgundy purple kind of shade, I've used this 2 times. And then on the last row, this another duochrome. This is one's like more of a red purple. It has a red base, but it has this pinky purple shift. So this one I've used this 1 time. And then this matte lavender shadow, I've used this 1 time. And then this one I've also used this 1 time. So I loved using this palette on this round. So I'm happy to say that I am also rolling out this palette. Okay, now we're gonna go to the palettes that I was working on my Pandles eyeshadows, which I rolled in last month. So I'm gonna start with this neutral shadow palette. So this is the ZZ Chestnut Palette palette. It came from the same series with this one. So these 2 are from the Alice in Wonderland collaboration. I think some of these are still available, so just check Shopee or Lazada, or you can check the links I will put in the description. Okay, so this is a color story. It's just a pretty much neutral, like leaning more on the warm tones. But I actually really like this palette, especially this dark brown matte. It's so pigmented. Like, I just want to put this all over the lids and go on with my day. Starting with this one, this shadow, I've used this 10 times. Wow, 10 times. This matte one, I've used this 1 time. This one, I've used this 3 times. And then on the second row, this glittery topper, like I've used this 6 times. And then this one, like the matte orange with glitters, I've used this 1 time. And then this one, this was the eyeshadow. Oh no, this is just a bonus pan. I've used this 12 times. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. So I have a hit pan on this after using it 12 times, and it's a bonus pan. And then on the last row, this one, I've used this 1 time. And then this was the eyeshadow that I was working on my Pandles eyeshadow. So I have used this 17 times. So after 17 times of usage, I've hit pan on this. And then this one, I've used this 4 times. So as you can see, it's a well-loved and well-used palette on this round. Proceed to the next palette. So I've already shown you guys this on my last update, but since I was still working on one of the shadows and just decided to continue working on this. So this is the I forgot the brand name, a Beauty Glaze Color Flame palette. So this is actually some sort of a dupe for the Beauty Bay Age of Opulence palette, but they changed some shadows and removed some shadows. But yeah, the color story would pretty much remind you of that palette, and I've actually already did a video trying to do the palette using this palette. So if you're interested in, I'll just link it somewhere, or if I forgot, just search my feed, it's there. Okay, you guys, so I was working on this eyeshadow, and I am so happy to say that after 25 times I've already hit pan. So this is a spoiler alert for my upcoming Pandles eyeshadows update. Let's just spoil. So yep, this is the shadow I was working on. So I used this 25 times, and the next one in here I forgot to use this one. So I still have a few days left before rolling this one out of my Pandles eyeshadow. So yep, I think I'm just gonna use this tomorrow and then just be done with this palette. And then this one is matte pink. I've used this one. Wait, 4 times. I was looking at the wrong graph. This one, oh sorry, this one I've used this 5 times, and then this 2 times. This one 2 times. And then on the 3rd row, yeah, this one I've used this 1 time, this purple shimmer 1 time, and then this matte green 1 time. Then let's proceed to the 4th row. This one I've used this 1 time. This one, this matte brown shadow, I've used this 2 times, and then this one, this bronzy shimmer, I've used this 1 time. And then on the 2nd to the last row, this matte royal blue, I've used this 3 times. This shimmery teal, I've used this 1 time, and then this matte dark green 1 time. And then on the last row, this one, I've used this 2 times, 1 time, and 1 time. So as you can see, this is also a pretty well used and pretty well loved palette, and on my previous ranking, this is my #1 palette because I just cannot get enough of the mattes on this palette. They are so pigmented and it's beautiful to to wear. I feel like a Barbie using this eyeshadows. Oh, by the way, on my eyes today, I've actually used this palette. So mainly these palettes. I mean these shadows, and I think I grabbed something from my Pando's eyeshadows palette. Next one I have in here is this one is from Beauty Glazed. This is a truffle chocolate palette. I believe this one is duping the vibes of the Huda Beauty palette. I forgot. Maybe like the, I think it's the like second I mean like the medium toned kind of color story. I forgot the name, but this is what she looks like. So this palette, they made this palette more on the cool tone instead of the, because the original palette is warm tone and this one is pretty much cool toned. Okay, so for the usage, this one, this is the shadow that I was working on my is this one? Yep. Again, sorry. So starting with this one, this is the one that I was working on my Pando's eyeshadows. And after 1 usage, I actually hit pan on this, and then I used this 2 times more. So in total, 3 times. So this shadows, all the shimmers in this eyeshadow palette is more of that like creamy, squishy texture. That's why I've hit pan on this so quickly. But the mattes in here are kind of like, not really hard pressed, but they are not like pressed either. Somewhere in between. Okay, so this one, I've used this 5 times. And then this one, this is such a gorgeous, like a muted pink brown mauvey kind of shadow. I've used this one I've used this one 6 times. I lost my voice there. I'm so sorry. And then on the 2nd row, this one I've used this 2 times, this one 2 times, and this one time. And then on the last row, I've used this one 1 time, this one 1 time, and this one 1 time. So this palette, it's pretty, it's gorgeous, it's really nothing special, but yeah, the color story is, I think, mostly liked by everyone because it's neutral, it's girly, but yeah, I believe I haven't done any dedicated video using this palette. Maybe in the future I can swatch this, guys, and make a look like I usually do with my other palettes. So the next one I have in here is the Colourpop times Kathleen Lights, the Zodiac palette. And in this palette, I made another bonus one, which is the one. This is the Cancer eyeshadow. I've hit pan this, and this is a bonus pan. So for the usage, let's start with the Aries. So the Aries, I've used this 1 time. The Taurus, I've used this 15 times. The Gemini, I've used this 1 time. And the Cancer, I've used this 4 times, but I've hit pan on this after using this 3 times. So before rolling in this palette, in these project paints, this shadow already has a nice dip, so that's why I've hit pan on this after 3 more uses. Okay, so by the way, I memorized the names in this palette because I love astrology, I love tarot reading, so yeah, I pretty much memorized the the order of the zodiac signs. So this one, be a Leo, my zodiac sign. I've used this one time. As you can see, I've hit pan on this. So I think last year or 2 years ago, I've hit. I've rolled in this shadow in my Panus eyeshadows, and I've hit pan on that. But for this challenge, I used this one more time, and then the Virgo shadow, I've used this one time, and then the Libra, I've used this 2 times, and the Scorpio, I've used this 1 time. And on the last row, the Sagittarius, I've used this 1 time, and then the Capricorn, the black with the gold glitters, I've used this 3 times. The Aquarius, the eyeshadow that really sucks in this palette because it just fades into like a really light blue, which I hate. There's no pigmentation in this shadow. I've used this 1 time. And the Pisces, the shimmery teal turquoise kind of shadow, I've used this 3 times, and this one is my favorite shadow in this palette because it's just so pretty to look at on the eyelids. So again, I've hit pan on this one, and I was actually working on the Taurus shadow, but I have not hit pan on this. But again, a lot of usage, so that's cool. And the last palette that I'm going to show you guys that was on my Panus eyeshadows last round is this. This is the Decal 16. This palette tried to dupe the Cheer Up Ambition palette, you know, the one with the all shimmer palette. They tried to dupe that palette, but they miserably failed. Just by looking at this one, you can see it's lackluster. So yeah, I've actually rolled in this one on my Panus eyeshadows, and I was working on this shadow. Yeah, this shadow, but yeah, just gonna go this quickly because I'm not really a big fan of this palette. Like, I just wanna declutter this one by the end of the year. Where is it? Okay. Okay, so this one, I've used this 1 time. This one, 1 time. I'm so sorry, I don't want to blind you guys. This one, 1 time. Then this one, 1 time. This one, 1 time too. This 1 time. 1 time, 1 time. So the first row, I've used all of these shadows once. And then on the second row, there's one I've used this 2 times. This, the one that I was working on, I've used this 11 times. And then this one, I've used this 2 times. And the rest of these, I've used each of these 1 time. So yeah, those are the eyeshadow palettes that I was working on my previous round. So yeah, I just need to use this shadow, and I'm done with all of these palettes. But this palette, I'm gonna roll this one out in this round, and yeah, I will show you guys the screen record of me picking palettes, and then I'm also gonna show you guys the handpicked palette and the eyeshadow palettes that I am currently working on my Panus eyeshadows. So actually for this round, I've decided to randomly roll into eyeshadow palettes because I realized that I still have some palettes that I haven't touched this year, so I guess I'm just gonna roll in 2 more eyeshadow palettes aside from my 3 eyeshadow palettes aside from the ones that I am working on for my Panus eyeshadows. But yeah, let's start with the main palettes of this challenge. So the first one that I rolled in is this Sheen Effect Tipsy palette. This is an all duochrome palette. So I've already done a swatching video with this palette, but I haven't actually done a video where you see me using this one. So I guess it's a blessing for me to roll in this palette. So this is an all shimmer palette, and it's actually really tiny when you compare this with the regular sized 9-pan palette. So for comparison, as you can see, it's really tiny, and each shadow I think is less than 1 gram, but for the price, I think it's okay. I paid this around 500 pesos, which is like a sample size of 9 duochrome shadows. I think that's really affordable. So yeah, I will be doing a video using the palette. And then the other eyeshadow palette that was randomly generated is this one. This is the Essence Witch Side palette. I believe this palette came out like 2018 or 2019, and it has this lenticular packaging. You know, the one when you flip the object, another image shows up. So yeah, I think this palette was trying to do the Huda Beauty Rose Quartz palette. But yeah, so this is the palette that I will be working on. The shimmers in here are not of great quality. The shimmers in here are lackluster, aside from these ones, the ones that are like flaky kind of texture, but the regular shimmers are really lackluster. So I'm just so happy to be rolling in this palette, because I ignored this palette for a very, very long time, and I'm just so happy to be working on this one. I am debating myself whether to let go of this palette or not, because it's nothing spectacular and it's no longer available in Essence. Doesn't really have good quality of eyeshadows for the most part, but also I really love this witchy stuff, because if you haven't noticed, I love witchy gothic, not really gothic, but like more of like edgy kind of style. I love smokiness. And then for the palette that I handpicked this one because Halloween is coming and I just want to wear like smoky eyes. So for this round, I handpicked this Colourpop Darth Vader palette. I believe this is still available. So this is their collaboration with Star Wars, and this is the Darth Vader palette. So this one is like a gray smoky eyeshadows with a pop of red and brightly. Okay, you guys, so now I'm gonna show you the palettes that I'm gonna work on this round, included in my Pandots eyeshadow. So aside from those 3 eyeshadow palettes, I'm also gonna work on this BH Cosmetics Royal Affair palette. So this is her. I've already worked on this palette way back in February, but since I rolled in this palette, I am working on this shadow. I guess we're just gonna, I'm not gonna pressure myself to use again all of these eyeshadows, but from time to time maybe I can reach some of these shadows for extra usage. And then the next one is there's a You Can Be Magic Spell palette. Oh my god, I'm so sorry, it's upside down. This is the palette, and this is the color story. So it's like a pinky, green, brown, some sort of a garden color story, and I'm currently working on this eyeshadow, which is again another spoiler alert. Then the next one is this palette by this brand, which I cannot pronounce, but this one is no longer available, but it's from a C Beauty brand, and this is the color story, and this is the eyeshadow I am working on. Again, it's one of those purpley, pinky kind of color story. This round, I deal a lot of purples and pinks. And then the last shadow is this one. Again, I've worked on this palette way back in February at the same time with the BH Cosmetics Royal Affair palette, but since I've rolled in a shadow in this palette, again, I'm not gonna pressure myself to use all of the shadows again, but maybe from time to time I can reach on some of the shadows. That's why I decided to do another, to roll in another palette, because 2 palettes I already worked on before. So this is the color story, and this one is the one that I'm currently working on with those eyeshadows, and as you can see, I've already formed a dip. So these palettes, you will see them again in a few days when I update my those eyeshadows. Alright, you guys, so this is pretty much a fruitful update for me, because I reached all of my goals, and I'm excited to work on some new palettes. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you on the next one. Stay safe, and have a nice day.